LiberalBias.com was able to get some reporters out to New York City for the People's Climate March last Monday. You have probably seen footage from the liberal media showing people who seem to care about the environment and blah 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 blah, all that noise. But we have captured some footage of our own. This is the footage the liberal media does not want you to see. First of all, you can see all the dirty hippies marching, and they look pretty gross. They are obviously poor. And there's some guy out there holding an anarchy sign. And wait, what is this? There's a piece of trash right there on the ground. All of this obviously proves that global warming is a lie. How can climate change possibly be a real thing when the people marching for it are poor? How can we take them seriously when there's a piece of trash right there on the ground? Clearly, this whole climate change thing is a scam. Now, if you're one of those intellectual types, you might say, I kind of like your conclusion, but your logic, it's not that sound. Can you really prove that environmentalism is a lie just by personally attacking the protesters? Yes. Yes, you can. This is a tried and true conservative strategy, folks, and you don't have to take my word for it. Let's take a look at some typical conservative responses to the People's Climate March on Twitter. This observation comes from BrightTwit, who says, between the Trustafarians and the welfare cases, there's not a legitimate dollar among these losers. Now, the really brilliant thing about this tweet is that the activists in the march are both too rich and also too poor to have anything valid to say. It's like the Goldilocks of arguments against environmentalism. Oh, these activists are too rich, so we can't listen to them. But they're also too poor, so we can't really listen to them either. Too bad none of the activists are just right. Now, from Black Republican Problems, we have this. Marching for communism, which has killed hundreds of millions by Mao, Hitler, Stalin, Hitler, etc. Okay. Setting aside for the moment the gross and absurd historical inaccuracy of saying that Hitler was a communist? Yeah, he's the one dude in this list who isn't a communist, and yet he gets mentioned twice. Just putting that aside for the moment, let's just appreciate the genius of the argument here. These are people against capitalism at the rally. Therefore, screw the environment, right? That's basically the point that this tweet is making. We shouldn't care about things like pollution because some people who care about pollution might be communists. Now, here we get to the real crowning achievements. First, we have Anita. Anita wants to know if the people at the march arrived on bicycles. And Matthew wants to know how many trees were killed to make the signs. I think I can understand what these folks are getting at. This is really the best and most tried and true way to discredit environmentalists. This is why we started off this program showing you a small piece of trash that was on the ground at the march in New York City. Come on! Everybody knows that if all environmentalists are not completely in tune with the environment, living off of nothing but sunlight and water, getting from place to place with like psychic levitation or something, in other words, if they aren't perfect for the environment in literally every f***ing way, then well, this proves that the science behind climate change has gotta be wrong. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please upvote, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching a Liberal Bias video.